Yes, thank you, Rich Swan. Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the YouTube and the Twitch, and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide. And I hate doing this, but I'm going to start out with a big apology right away. I usually am really on the ball when it comes to taking care of the audio and such. I usually try to take care of it like immediately following our show or the UK show. Completely slipped my mind last week. I took care of it a few days ago. So for those of you wondering what happened to the audio from last week, it's up. It's there. My apologies, because it's I know I screw up when I get a message in the YouTube chat like, hey, we usually listen on audio. It's like, shit.
Well, now they can binge it. Get 2 TNIs like back to back.
Yeah, there you go. They're binging.
But others might say, J-Bone, you were a little bit
because I like scumbags.
Oh yeah. Well, somebody's got to be a scumbag.
Well, Bully Ray's looking for scumbags.
He ran on an island. Jiminy Christmas. Let's first shout out. My goodness, we're barely live. We already made some moolah. Let's point out here we got Dr. Gerb says, "Woo! A soldier of Jersey Mob returns. Bag 'em and tag 'em and get that gold back. Jersey Mob, my head canon faction of everyone from Jersey." Alicia, you must be loving that. Involved in the industry.
It's a Jersey thing.
Jersey, yeah. It's hometown pride. You know, it's what it is. I get it too. Walking home from work, will pop in later or catch up. Thank you so much.
Be safe.
Yes. Get home safe so you can be live with us. Bell's boy here.
Wow, guys. Thank you.
Hola, people's whelp. Let's see. EC3 and Kenzie Page are new NWA singles champs. That's tremendous.
Yes.
Zoe Stark's on her way to becoming a superstar. I agree. Phil got suspended again. Sheesh. Oh, that's
who's
Chicago. Phil.
He's the guy that lost to Mickey.
We don't know her.
Quickly.
we hardly knew thee. And we get Deanna versus Jordan, part 5 at Victory Road. Not a bad deal there. Bell's boy catching us up with all the stuff.
That's good news.
And then once again, thank you, Bell's boy. Keeping it rolling here. Final note, like a PS. Okay, so it's Deanna versus Jordan 5 at Victory Road. It's weird, but interesting that Deanna is 4-0 versus Jordan, but it's 0-3 versus current champ Trinity. Interesting indeed.
Well, that deserves the coach.
Impact Wrestling!
Let's go! So thank you all for the love. My goodness, that just that warms my heart. We have the best damn audience in the world. You're supporting a great show, you know, and I don't say that to toot my own horn. I say that because I got pride in where I'm at, because you know, sometimes I get a little down, like when we're live or something, and I don't see numbers like that. But I tell you what, I see numbers like we had last week, and that just shoots me to the moon. So proud, you know. And I know a lot of it is because of the rest in peace such, and that's not why I did it, was to get like the numbers. It's because of what we were talking about. It was a heavy topic, but just want to thank you. We got a lot of new subs last week. I love our audience. Just wanted to quick throw that out there.
Very good, J-Bone. Oh, and here's
your good eggs.
Billy.
Thank you for watching.
Yes,
Billy with the super sticker. Thanks, Billy. And
Aww.
that gets a since there's no comment, we can only have just a little more of the one, the only, our favorite and yours.
Impact Wrestling!
And no coach on the show tonight, so we're gonna make up for it right here on the TNI show. So yeah, speaking of great people here too, via Eddie, thank you so much. God bless you. Go jump in the Discord. That invite is in the description of the video. That's where a lot of the conversation happens when the show's not live. So go check that out. Already 7 matches for Victory Road. Talk about a fast turnaround. Well, it's it's next weekend, so they kind of have to. So, you know.
Wait.
And a super sticker from Courtney. Much love. Much love.
Dumb question, but what does that fall on?
What the
Friday? Saturday?
Friday's Victory Road. A week from tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, yeah. I know that. I got confused on the dates. It's I don't know. Time is flying, so I'm a little thrown off.
Yeah, it's already becoming September tomorrow. My goodness.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, the 8th and then the 9th is the 1,000.
I'll be
live.
I'm excited.
Daniel Spencer.
But thank you for the
chat.
super sticker, Courtney, and Daniel Spencer, the one, the only.
Ahoy!
We love you.
Oh, and you know what? With Daniel Spencer in the chat, J-Bone, I know we're
Yes.
about to go to J-Bone's news. However,
Oh.
we left a little piece of news out last week,
Uh-oh.
and that involves referee Daniel Spencer, who's also works with OVW, and they have the big Netflix deal coming.
That's
the
coming in a
wrestler
couple of
show.
weeks, I believe.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
so that's pretty cool. So want to
Wow,
give
how
that
exciting.
some love as well with one of our favorite former Impact talents, Jesse, Mr.
Yeah.
Spectacular Goddards.
And local wrestling hero, so to speak, wink wink, Cal Hero, has been all over OVW lately. So really looking forward to that.
September
And
13th. So
It's
Here
kind of
before
a
you know it.
reality based show, you know. I don't know exactly what it's all about, but certainly is a pulling back the curtain, so to speak. I believe there might be some kind of competition involved in.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is it like documentary still, or like TV show, like competition, or?
I think it's a docu type show, but
yeah,
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to watch.
I think-
You have to watch.
Well, we'll have to
out.
watch and find out exactly. All right, sounds dope. Sign me up.
It's not. And I tell you what, you know, as much as we love to watch the what the hell is that? The Dark Side of the Ring.
Mm-hmm.
The controversy, controversy of course creates cash, all that kind of concept. It's nice to see a show like this, you know. It's not a bad thing.
There you go. And docu-series confirmed.
Of Last Chance You and
You and
Cheer.
Cheer.
Oh, there we go. Daniel Spencer. Look at that. Are we gonna get Daniel Spencer his first IMDb? I mean, seriously.
Are we
I'm
sure he
looking
doesn't
forward
already
to that.
have
I'm
one?
looking forward to that.
Oh, he might. I'm just, he might.
I've been to quite a few OVW shows over the last handful of years, and I'll be looking forward to see them getting more of that spotlight. So that's Al Snow and company deserve it.
Still,
Oh, look,
And
look at this.
Yeah,
He's like,
he
put
told
it back
you.
up there. I already have one, actually.
I was gonna say, yeah. A lot
come on,
of
he's
the
on
times,
TV every week, J-Bone.
yeah, I was gonna
Come
say
on,
a lot of the
man.
times if you're on some kind of televised, it doesn't really matter the context you'll have in one of those profiles.
Well,
Probably has like a famous birthday profile too.
why doesn't Bill have one?
Wikipedia.
Oh. No need.
No, I can't. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. You know you made it when you got an IMDb. Look at that. Go ahead. So we are really looking forward to this series. If I can find the time, now this is coming up in a few weeks, so this is kind of cool. If I can find the time, I'm thinking of maybe doing some kind of, because we haven't done any extra content on the channel for quite a while.
I'd be in, but I'll tell you right now, it probably would not be, because I'm at a concert that the night of the debut. I'm at a football game the next night. But the 15th, I'm free on Friday, the 15th.
Busy Bill. Sounds good. I don't have cable. I don't have whatever it's on. I forgot what you said. Netflix. I don't have the Netflix. Okay. So,
well, I hear there's going to be a new slogan after this. Instead of Netflix and chill, it's going to be wrestlers and chill.
Isn't it always?
Yeah.
Or we could just start a new. We could just start a new show called Netflix and Bill.
Oh,
that's what we'll call the review.
Yeah.
The review, the live review.
Bill here. Oh God. Bill wears like a sexy bathrobe and be like, "Hi, guess what I watched on Netflix?
I got my moose bathrobe upstairs." So.
There you go. Let's go. Oh,
you gotta have a bubble pipe or it doesn't work.
Ooh, I like a good bubble pipe.
Oh, it's gonna absolutely explode.
But Jacob, I think it's about time for the news.
Yeah, let's talk some news.
Already.
Thank you, Daniel Spencer. We will absolutely love that show when it comes. We'll be talking about it. Let's go to the news.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, a long-winded, super extended mega version of J-Bugs.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Daniel Spencer saying, play the trailer, but you're probably get a copyright strike. Yeah, I know. We'll put like a picture up and be like,
oh, you'd have to like alter it, no audio.
Yeah. Maybe Daniel Spencer could make a call to Al Snow and allow the trailer to be played on the TNI show.
Oh yeah. Or maybe he could call and we can get Al Snow on the show. Oh, there's a thought. Okay.
We'll happily promote anybody that from that program. Jesse.
Right?
The man. Bring him back.
He's in the trailer too, I think.
Come back for Impact 1000.
So there's
Daniel Spencer, who does have his own podcast as well. Don't forget that. He got a strike.
I got a strike on my. Oh no!
TOS, man, TOS. It gets you every time.
Sometimes does TV on Thursdays. LOL. Oh crap, that's right. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ringside Podcast with Daniel Spencer. You know, I gotta write that. Everyone, write that down. Ringside.
Hey, you gotta follow. You gotta follow. Just like We Talk Impact. You gotta follow that. Oh, I have not let this cat out of the bag, Justin, but I am confirmed. I have bought tickets to Revolver in Ohio, so I'm expecting me and Palmer will be in the same venue. So don't you worry. I'll be giving it to Palmer.
Everyone go give Daniel Spencer's podcast some love. Go check it out. All right, news. We got a lot of updates coming on, and we're going to kind of just jump from event to event here. Probably the biggest news, well, it's all, you know, depends on what you're looking at as far as what you love the most and what you're excited for the most. But the biggest news coming out of Emergence was announced that Will Ospreay is going to be joining us in Chicago for Bound for Glory.
Returning to Impact Wrestling.
Returning, yeah. For those of you that maybe don't know, maybe there's new fans out there that are like, oh man, he's like one of the greatest things going out there right now, and he's in New Japan and he's killing it. And, well, shoot, he used to be part of TNA back in the day, back when they did all the UK tours. And so yeah, and he's made quite a name for himself since. He's really evolved as a wrestler. He's been doing some great things. So considering he just took part in what some people are calling the biggest wrestling event, this side.
Is anybody but Tony saying that?
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have a chance to watch it because of my stupid Spectrum. Don't get me started on that. Okay, so here's my 2-second rant on that. I ordered the pay-per-view on my Spectrum. I went to work, came home, just beat the hell. And I'm like, can't wait to sit down and at least, get through part of the pay-per-view. I go into my DVR and it's not there. Let me tell you.
Travesty.
I was pissed.
The old man was livid.
I was. It's all I wanted to do. Now, of course, then there was Emergence the same night, too. So then I'm like,
that show of the weekend.
I guess I'll watch Emergence. Fell asleep during it, though. It's all right. I'm just kidding.
Being old.
It sucks being old.
I should have taken a nap.
But that's, so I called up the cable company. You better not charge me. So, yeah. Anyways.
Did you get a refund, J-Bone?
I did. No, actually, here's the funny part. The guy is just confused as hell. He didn't know what a pay-per-view was. So the guy that I was talking to, I'm like, you work for Spectrum, right? No, I didn't say that.
Are they called pay-per-views anymore?
Yeah, if you look at the channel that it's on, that you order it from, because there's 3 in a row, it actually says PPV on the side. So there's all these little pay-per-views that you can order. Some are wrestling, some are other things.
She's mad.
Yeah. So didn't even show up. So whatever. Anyways.
No.
Wrestling. Right. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, Will Ospreay. So yeah, Will Ospreay's coming. And he's also gonna be at the UK shows following Bound for Glory.
Well, he's advertised for one UK show. An Impact Plus special. Turning Point.
Thank you.
Which will be filmed the Friday of the UK tour and then air on Impact Plus a week later.
So, well, that's cool. I'm sure he's going to get booked for more if they can help it. Because that's just a big. That's just
Well, Jay, but we can either now get into other events, or because now that they're doing the Impact Plus special over there was all that big news earlier this week about a lot of changes to how Impact's going to be doing things.
Yeah, okay. So why don't you talk about that for a minute? Because I heard some people bringing this up during the live reaction as far as production notes or production stuff.
Yeah, they're upgrading Skyway Studios. If our good friend Kevin Martin is in the chat tonight, he might be able to help illuminate that conversation. But it sounds like they're expanding and upgrading a lot of the facility in Nashville at Skyway. So that's a positive. I don't know if that's also going to be like the cameras they use ringside. Are they going to be increased? Not sure about all that. But then also how they're kind of changing their event schedule in a way. They're going to be making episodes out of some of those UK shows, at least match portions. I don't think we really know how it's going to come together yet. But then that seems to be like that might be the case for the rest of the quarter, because other than the Fallout, well, obviously you have Victory Road, Impact 1000, the Memphis tapings, which are all TV, and then Bound for Glory and the Fallout. The rest of the year, other than the UK tour, there's no other taping schedule. The other events, which came out, and I actually have the flyer that was given out that night, after we know Turning Point is add the Battle Arts Academy, Final Resolution, December 9th, and also the IPWF is returning.
Right. So that got announced
November 11th.
Thank you. That was part of the Iceman Intel.
Correct.
Yeah. So thank you for that, because I didn't jot down notes on that. And I also heard, now this is, I don't know how good this is. I don't know where they got this from, but someone on Reddit said that Impact is going to a new venue in Vegas in January.
Well, this was
for Hard to Kill.
This was reported by Mike Johnson from what was it? What was that? PW Insider, and he's about the most reliable Impact news outlet. So he did say it's going to be at the, I believe it's the Palms. I think it's the Pearl Theater there. Sometime obviously in January for Hard to Kill. I don't think there's any date announced, but that's looking pretty. Then it's interesting. Like it's not exactly on the Strip, but it's closer to the Strip, obviously, than where Sam's Town was. On Boulder Highway. So you're only a few minutes. Like, I wouldn't say you could walk, but it's maybe not the best walk. But it's close enough to the Strip to be very easy access.
Well, they hold, from what I heard, is they hold UFC events, and they hold.
I don't know if they've held a big event there for UFC, because I think it's like that 2,500 range, which is the right range. Like, you're not talking like those big MGM Grand type things where UFC's played. Yeah,
no. It's, some of the smaller shows in between the big numbers or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, it's a 2,500 seater. So that's great. I don't know what they used to put in for Sam's Town, but hey, it's
I would say probably about half that. So it's probably about double the size.
What? Oh God, I love my wife. She just makes me giggle. All right, sorry.
All right, newsman.
So, where were we? Yes, events. Victory Road. Let's talk about Victory Road, shall we? Coming up next weekend? Next weekend. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Friday, September 8th. We've got... now, it looks like this may be the headliner. Don't quote me on this, but it looks like, by looking at the event page, this may be the headliner. We got Josh Alexander colliding with Steve Macklin. Shut up and take my money. We also
it's finally happening.
Yeah, and I know our Alicia is going to be jumping up and down about this. We'll talk more about this later. But we have a new number one contender Alicia Edwards versus Trinity. How excited are you for this?
Fucking lit.
There we go.
This one.
See?
Yes.
That's exactly the
Yes,
response.
girl.
All the yeses. We got the Rascalz.
It's a yes.
Rascalz defending their Impact World Tag Team Championships against Motor City Machine Guns. Man, this whole event is just ridiculous already. I'm loving this.
Wild.
Deonna Purrazzo against a returning Jordan Grace. That's also part of the news. We'll cover right after this. Bully Ray, anything goes against PCO. Burn the house down, man. Leo Rush defending the X Division Championship against Kushida, cashing in the X that's almost the size of him. And this one got emotional. We'll be talking more about this later as well. Kenny King defending the DMC against Tommy Dreamer, who is putting
things.
his career on the line, and so much more. So, absolutely stacked card that got put on the show tonight. Alicia, was that a cat butt?
No. Baby, I wasn't paying attention. She's touching everything.
If I have to control my cat,
Eli
you have to control yours.
Wants the rest of that PW
She's out of here.
report is it sounds like in November there will be a joint show in Mexico with AAA, but not a lot of details on that yet.
Oh, that's
interesting.
Cool.
That's what's up.
That's a stay tuned for more details. But that will be like some of the other shows where you're just seeing some Impact talent go to a AAA show, pretty much.
Okay. So not a big multiverse.
Well, the multiverse had more Impact talents because it was in the U.S., but it was still pretty much a New Japan show with some Impact talents. So I think I wouldn't count on their like it being similar to more like the UK and Australia tours.
Yeah. So
12 to 14, maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a loaded show. Can't wait for that next week. And I'm sure there'll be a couple updates when we do our show next week on that.
And should we get right back into the next night?
The night after. Okay, now question. Is this going to be live or is this going to be taped?
It's next Thursday. It's because it's an episode. Remember, tonight was 998. So next Thursday is 999, and that will be the 1000th episode.
Okay, so is the following... Okay.
Yeah, it will be taped and then aired the following Thursday.
Okay. So, we have the 1000th episode. We have some big announcements happening that happened during during
the press pass, busted
press
open.
Pass, thank you.
Yeah,
all sorts of stuff got announced. So we got Team 3D together for the first time in 7 years. It was originally announced that they were just going to appear. Now they are going to be wrestling on this show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We don't know who they're going to be wrestling
Get
against.
the tables, J-Bone.
Yes. If I had to throw a bet on anything, I would say America's Most Wanted. Make it happen. Seriously. There is a 5-on-5 knockouts match happening. Super stoked for this because we are seeing the in-ring return of Awesome Kong.
Hall of Famer.
And Hall of Famer Awesome Kong and Hall of Famer Gail Kim. unbelievable.
That's gonna be sick.
They've been trying to pull her out of retirement for a while. What was
Since
her
the day
last
she
in-ring
retired.
match? Was Tessa, I believe?
That was her last.
Webster?
Yeah, that was her last
Gail?
match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Gail
yeah.
versus Tessa in Toronto.
Yeah. Awesome Kong's last
Pass the
one,
torch.
I believe, was in AEW. Probably
No.
within the last couple of years.
NWA, Jack.
Oh, was it? My bad. Okay, so I was close. Time-wise, at least. So we've got Awesome Kong.
Mhm.
Now in the picture here, there is now who is the cloaked
Aisha
knockout?
Saeed. Don't call her cheerleader Melissa.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I
Or
couldn't
Alyssa
remember.
Flash.
Yes. So it looks like she's
But that
gonna
was
be,
Kong's manager.
Right. So it looks like she's going
Very
to be there
cool
too.
little
She's in the,
little note that she's getting added.
yeah. Whether she's wrestling
And
or
a
not,
mystery
I don't
partner.
know.
And a
Yeah,
mystery.
there
No, she's the manager. And a mystery
Okay.
partner.
So there is a mystery partner. So Awesome Kong, Gail, Trinity, and Jordan
Hardcore
Grace
country. Come on, J-Bo.
probably added to one of these. Which one? I'm not going to put bets on
The face
because
team?
the other team is Gisele Shaw, Deonna Purrazzo, Savannah Evans, returning Angelina Love with Velvet in her corner. Great to see. And then question mark. So we got to wait and see who's going to be on what team. I don't know. Maybe a Madison Rayton returning for a match. I don't know. What do you think? Any guesses?
ODB will be. She's at the event too.
It's ODB.
Oh.
God, I hope so. I hope she brings that
She
meat
was
truck.
announced.
It's gotta be. Yeah, bring that truck.
If they got the BAM shirts, I gotta get one.
Right. Oh yeah.
Bam!
Make it happen,
Bam.
folks. Make it happen. Then we got, this is going to be a lot of fun. People have been waiting for this one. Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards versus Frankie Kazarian and his better half, Tracy Brooks.
It's gonna
Finally.
be fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
Now we know why they've been holding it off. World title match. This is interesting. Alex Shelley versus Trey Miguel. Quite the honor for Trey Miguel on the 1,000th episode.
It's gonna be a sick match.
It is.
I'm just saying.
They're going to tear it up. Yep. We've got an Ultimate X match. No participants listed yet. And then we've got the return of the Feast or Fired. Oh, dear God. It's been a
I
while
don't dig
since
this
we had-
concept. Who's in the Feast or Fired?
We don't
Nobody
know
yet.
Oh, there's no announcements. Ugh,
Yeah,
God.
It's what, 6 or 7 guys chasing after briefcases?
I just don't like it for the simple fact that we're gonna lose somebody.
Well, I mean,
I
you
could
are
do
gonna-
without it.
if you are going to go out gimmick style,
But like, I also think it should have happened around Thanksgiving time. I'm just saying. It is the Thanksgiving gimmick match, so
Well, yeah.
I think it could be one of those ones where they bring somebody back just for one night to fire them.
oh, okay, yeah. Have they done that before?
They could.
They could. It's always a first, right? It's wrestling.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, like bring back Christian and fire him. No I'm kidding. I kid. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Anybody close to there should absolutely attend this. It looks like it's going to be an absolute blast. You got a couple generations mixing it up, TNA and Impact Wrestling alike. Good times. And I think That's all I was going to bring up as far as news, other than this was brought up on the show tonight. I just want to quick bring this up. Tommy Dreamer was talking about some real life stuff when he was in the ring with Kenny King. I just want to say our condolences to the Johnny Swinger's family for the loss of his father-in-law, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So, send some prayers to the family. Go give them some love. Not easy. Not easy. Tommy getting emotional because, well, the same thing just happened to him a few months ago. So, yeah. Anything else you want to throw in there?
I think that's most of the news, J-Bone.
Was there was there anything official? I saw a headline, and I know sometimes we talk about this. Sometimes we just kind of just put it to the side because, as far as along with Jordan Grace returning, I heard that there was a brand new contract signed, something like that. Did you hear anything about that?
One of the dirt sheets that I don't put a lot of stock in tried to ride that coattails and win a new 2-year deal, but I think that was already probably done a while back.
Could be.
And they were just trying to resurface old news.
Okay.
So I won't give them much air.
Gotcha. All right. Well, shall we dive in tonight's loaded, and I mean loaded, episode of Impact Wrestling?
Well, J-Bone, I think the people came here for a little recap on Emergence.
Oh, okay. My bad.
So I think we got to give them a little recap on Emergence right now. So
I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it to Bill.
So yeah, if you missed Emergence, because we were just talking about Johnny Swinger and the match of his life, J-Bone, the man had against Kenny King.
Of his career, yeah.
Great match by the Swing Man. Even we know that there's not many. There might be one or two lonesome Swingman deniers in our TNI fam, but I think they could even agree that the Swingman came to fight at Emergence and nearly had that DMC title, which would be the Bald Modem title after he was done with it, but sadly it's not happening. So that's definitely a highlight. We saw it finally happen, J-Bone. The tag titles switched hands. The Rascalz, after all these years, are now tag team champions, beating Subculture. Now, obviously, there was the whole issue with the visas. I think we're all kind of aware of at this point with Subculture. So that will be obviously they were doing stuff overseas, so you had stuff with the belts going on, but obviously you had that tourney and just then losing the belt. So who knows? I don't know if that was a decision they regret or not, but that definitely threw things a little bit out of place for a bit. But the Subculture, obviously a very talented tag team. Hopefully at some point their paperwork can get all settled, and hopefully we see them in the States at some point. But with Impact and their traveling ways, maybe we just see them in certain Canadian towns again, because we know they're going to keep going there. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But a good match. The shenanigans, the heel Rascalz obviously coming out on top, which is needed for their characters. So it was good to see.
Shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah, they're all about those shenanigans.
I mean, they are the Rascalz.
They are Rascalz. There was the back to school match, the cinematic match, which the only other Impact cinematic match I remember was the one that was at the gym in Ohio with Trey that time, where they were kind of running all around the gym. And then there was the UFC gym between Moose and it really wasn't a match. It was more like a beatdown, but it was sort of a match. usually it works great for the Undead Realm, the cinematic. I don't know if it worked as great this time around. And I was saying there live, I just would have, the intros were too long. It was like 5 minutes of intros, like music. Like there was a lot of posturing before the match started. So that would be, but Eddie wins clean. Although Lish, who had a great night tonight, distracted Kaz. And then obviously they beat him after the match with the kendo stick, and it's resulting in what we're seeing in Impact 1000. So another interesting highlight from Emergence, which had obviously a lot going on. You saw Sonata beat Jake something. Good to see Sonata. There's always room for one more. Good to see him return to Impact. And the Team Scumbags, J-Bun. Team Scumbags.
Oh, yeah.
They beat the Time Machine, and then they fall apart in this show. So who would have thought after that performance that they break up this quick?
All thanks to some guy named Carl.
Exactly.
Now, this was literally right in your lap. What did you think about that table spot where they put PCO through the table and then he sat right up like
that? I don't think I've ever seen it, J-Bone. I think that's the first time I've seen a table spot like that happen and someone get right up. Like the instant, that blew me away. Because I watched him. I'm watching him. I'm watching his head bang on the table and then on the ground. And then just pop right up.
Unbelievable. He's not human.
He is not human. He is.
They must have had
he's 107 years old, J-Bone.
Oh, this is true. They didn't say that, didn't they?
He moves great for a man his age.
Oh, unbelievable. Yeah. And then an amazing main event with Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, and you can't go wrong with there. I know for some reason it felt like I don't know why this happens now, and I feel it's going to happen after Victory Road too. Anytime Deonna loses a match now, like all the Impact fans are like, so she's leaving? Like Deonna cannot lose a match anymore or she's gone, according to everybody. Which is... J-Bone, you're lucky you weren't hearing the Impact faithful, because everyone was like, oh, I guess she's gone. No, she's not going anywhere. I think she has to re-up at the end of the year, but Deonna's got plenty going. She's been advertised for shows well in advance. She's going over to the UK tour. So
here's
no need to worry.
Here's a little hint on life, folks. Don't make up shit to be pissed off about, because you're going to drive yourself nuts.
Well, Deonna has been so dominant for most of her Impact tenure. It feels like anytime she loses, there's a part of the fan base that thinks, well, that must mean she's gone if she doesn't win. But she can. There's times. Deonna's fine. She can lose from time to time and still be fine. Just like Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace will lose as well. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
Almost everybody on this roster loses. Like the days of those long winning streaks, they're over.
Don't jinx it. I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy competition. You know what I mean? It's like it does get redundant if the same people always win and the same people always lose. You know, you do eventually have to mix it up.
Yeah, you're going to win a good amount of them, but there's going to be like certain opponents where that's the story we're seeing with Deonna. Like, Deonna beats Jordan all the time. Maybe she won't this time. And I know if she finally loses, it's going to be that same thing. It's like, oh my God, Jordan finally, of course Jordan's going to win. It's a return match. So Deonna is going to lose again.
There you go.
but she's fine.
Here's the Nerd Network podcast. Impact has been so good and consistent. Have you talked about the upgrades coming to Impact? Yeah, we have. Yeah, we just talked about that in the news a little bit ago. But great to see you coming back in the chat. Great to see you guys. But yeah, a fun event. Fun event at Emergence was. I didn't catch all of it, but for what I saw, it was some fun stuff. And that's the great
crowd
thing.
Was lively.
Now how it was really hard to tell, and not that this is like a make or break thing for Impact Wrestling, but this was in obviously a smaller place than they've been in for a while. The lighting is spectacular.
The Rebel's one of the smaller venues they've been running. It's tough when you don't include upstairs, and there were a number of people upstairs during Emergence. So I'd say 500-ish, probably. Okay. I know Billy and I were looking at the floor, like the seat setup, and it was in that like 400 and change range. But then there was plenty of people standing, and then there was people upstairs. So I'll say 500 and change.
So like a few rows upstairs, give or take, whatever.
You could see people pretty much around up there, like standing up against it, because it's like a bar. So like it's a club. So you have people kind of leaning over the edge, and that was pretty full. And I'm sure there was probably some people meandering back there. Yeah. But obviously some of those are also not fans.
Right.
There are people, Anthem people, all kinds of stuff. So 500-ish I'll stick with.
Okay. Just curious,
But for that venue, that's fine. Like, that's all you can really fit in there. It was funny. I was talking to Dave Sahadi, the producer, before the show, and he hadn't noticed before because it is a club. And if you've seen any clubs like in like Vegas and stuff, like there's actually poles. Like if you, I don't know if they ever make it in any of the shots, but like near like off the floor, like where you kind of have like the different couch seating and like table service where it would normally be at a club. Like you have kind of the poles there where obviously at night and stuff, there'll be people dancing. Now, not those kind of poles, Jay, but I ain't talking that kind of stuff. But just like to be part of like, to be like, oh, stuff's happening. It's a party type dancing.
Right.
But hey, you could have done a great throwback to early TNA using those poles at some point.
Oh, bring back the cages. No, maybe not. Oh, can you just imagine now the people now? They put their women in cages. Jiminy Christmas. 20
you
years
don't do
ago,
that anymore.
20 years
just
ago,
free.
Man, we were just woo. Oh gosh, but yeah, looked like a lot of fun. Of course, now we got the fallout from that, leading right into Victory Road coming up next weekend. Any last minute stuff you want to throw on there for Emergence? Live experience, anything?
Well, no, everything was good. I know Billy here is mentioning, for all those that were up there, kind of know like it was a lot of construction going on. There was construction going on there last time. So like if they return, just be aware that there's a lot going on in that area near like it's right up on the water there. And like there's roads being closed down. There's all kinds of stuff being built up down there. So it is tough to get around. So you got to definitely leave yourself time. Luckily I did. I gave myself a lot of time on the second day. But there was also like a big event. It's funny. I don't know if you went up here and anything, but there was like a white party with like right on the dock next to the Rebel. Like if you opened the door, there was like a huge party going on during the tapings. So I was joking with the merch guy, like, could you hear like the boom, 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 like at times? It seemed like early on. I'd have to look back at what early matches were taped, and that'd probably be the best chance to hear it.
Yeah. T. Hughes asking here, did it look as dark live as it did on TV?
No, because the way they do it, like obviously if you're close to the ring there, you have all those lights above you, so you're not noticing that at all. But I heard after the show on Friday that it was darker. Now, some of the lights on the stage weren't working during Emergence. They were working during TV, but they did not light it as much. Now, the thing with Emergence, before the pre-show started, I'd say a half hour before, there were not a lot of people in the building yet. I think a lot of it had to do with that traffic around the area. But by the time it started, it was full. But it looked like it could be, where are the people at? So I think they may have darkened it, anticipating we don't know if the people are going to be here, and we don't want it to look empty. But by the time they actually started, they got it. So I don't know if they had the ability. I would hope they would have to then turn the lights back up a little bit, but I guess they didn't. Then for the TV, you're always going to have less people the next night for TV. Still the same seated amount roughly, but obviously less standing. So it's still a decent crowd for a Monday night, because you got to remember this was a Sunday and a Monday, which is not the most opportune nights to do events.
Yeah. Well, and I like an old school look where you see a few people in front and you got a big mystery of how many people are behind there. It's like, that's how all the old arenas looked, they were like completely blocked out, all the light was like, boom, right on the ring, and everything else.
But kudos, I know a lot of people, especially for the TV, like, I guess the big wrestling in that area is Greektown Wrestling. Like one of their, I guess, mainstays wrestled a match that I don't know if it will wind up on TV or if it'll be like a digital match, but like they brought a lot of people, and that's always good to see the local promotions that are promoting the show that bring out the fans, and that happened there.
Okay. So, all right. So overall, it was a pretty fun event.
Oh yeah. You can't go wrong.
Nice. All right, let's dive into tonight's Impact Wrestling. We're at the end of the month here, creeping into September. We start out hot here with a Knockouts Battle Royal. This was a lot of fun. I didn't write down all the participants. There were some newer faces in there. And I didn't.
Well, one was a local because Taylor Wilde was injured.
Oh, okay. Oh, and that's
so no Taylor Wilde.
That's also why Jody Threat was tag partners with KiLynn King in the multi-team Knockouts tag match.
That's now that appears. Yeah.
I figure that's what it was. Yeah. So.
Oh, and there's Dr. Gerbs. Thanks for earlier for the super sticker.
Back. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. But yeah, so this is what we were talking about earlier. We got a new number one contender, Alicia Edwards.
I loved it, J-Bone.
I like it too.
I really deal. Said it. Like, I'm like, out of who's in this match, I'm like, who would make the most sense? And I'm like, Lish. This feels like a Lish. But I was like, but I also thought Johnny Swinger should be DMC champion right now. So
yeah,
I was ready to be disappointed, J-Bone. But I wore the shirt that I was wearing that night because I'd say she's embodying Beulah. And she pulled it off. So I was all about the Lish victory.
Yeah, this is true. Very excited for, and I know our own
Vanna Black
Alicia's very excited about that too.
I am super excited. Go Lish. We all support you. We're excited for what you got going on. Yeehaw. Yeah. Also, good match all around. It's cool seeing some new faces.
Right.
Always cool to see new faces. Impact is just that kind of joint. Yeah. Very exciting, but yeah, let's fucking go Lish.
Yeah. Although I think they are teasing a push for KiLynn King, especially depending on if Taylor Wilde really is injured, and it could be something that puts a pause on the tag team for right now. I could see KiLynn getting a singles push.
Hey, that's amazing too. She's been killing it. Yeah. She really has. Win or lose. So
everybody wants to know who's Vanna Black. She was obviously the injury replacement, it feels like, for Taylor Wilde. And I think it was just probably a local talent there that was doing the smart thing. You come, you're helping at the event, you're working at the event, and you have your bag with you, with your gear. And
bring your gear.
And it's like, we need somebody ready, gets the chance, and look, now you're on TV.
Thanks.
There you go. I wasn't paying attention to all the match when I first looked at her. I looked at her and I think she was wearing blue. She almost looked like sky blue. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not sky blue, is it? No, it's not sky blue.
Come on, J-Bud.
So, yeah. Congrats to Alicia. Very excited about that match coming up at Victory Road. Next, we got Sabin and Shelly talking about what all went down at Emergence. They get interrupted by Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander not feeling too good about what happened at the you can say like the co-main event or whatever you want to call it, you know, with the big multi-man match. And he's like, I want to, you know, make it up to you. I want to make sure I take care of Steve Macklin for you, Shelly. And Shelly's like, hey, you want to take care of Steve Macklin for me? You're doing us both a favor. That's great. Good luck to you. And then, of course, in comes interrupting the Rascalz, and they're just being, you know, goofballs. Oh, Motor City Machine Gun. They're like, you know, trying to sing the thing, and Sabin and Shelly are just have no part of it. They're just like, you guys are embarrassing yourselves. You know, they're kind of. What did someone call them during the show? It said they're kind of acting like Chris Sabin's kind of acting like a hall monitor. And I was like, yeah, I mean, well, he's the elder statesman. He's trying to make sure everybody stays in line.
Hail Sabin, the hall monitor.
Hail Sabin. But sometimes you're going to have goofballs like the Rascalz who are just having fun and they don't care what happens. They're just having fun and they're champs. And it's like, well, what are you going to do about it? Well, guess what? We're going to get a Sabin Zachary Wentz match out of it later. Not a
Hoo boy.
Yeah. Hoo boy is right.
Yeehaw. Oh wait, mittens.
Mittens.
Mittens?
You gotta
oh, mitten. Oh, I gotta.
You gotta point to the mitten.
Oh, well, you know, I'm not good at this, so moving on.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Yeah.
A mess.
Alicia and her mittens. Then we got Lish celebrating with her hubby. So excited.
So excited she called out Tracy Brooks.
Oh. She did, didn't she?
Tracy Serotonin.
There you
Serotonin, let's go.
Serotonin family. Just me.
Starting to sound like what's his name from SNL?
They're making copies. Making copies.
Yeah.
The Bone Man.
The Bone Man.
Oh God.
Running the
podcasting.
That's wild. Oh boy.
God.
We're getting
Watch out.
funky.
That's gonna be his new shtick.
That's it. That's the next T-shirt, folks. Boneroni. I don't know. Crazy Steve This is probably my favorite part of the whole damn show. Right?
Wow.
Favorite part? I'm gonna tell Tom Hannafin about this.
Listen.
Because I was really excited to see what was going to come out of this. I'm like, okay,
So maybe Mike Bailey's eyes.
Yeah, right. On a stick. Crazy Steve versus Mike Bailey. Now, and I get why they did this. You know, it's like there wasn't much of a match. You know, he shoved him into a corner, thumb in the eye, DQ. Boom.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Until the fork came out.
Yeah, and then security's going nuts. Ref went down.
Ref Frank's here.
But even before, what?
He was throwing his body in the way.
He's a martyr.
Those refs would cower.
He's been around. He knows what to do. What'd you think of the entrance and the new theme music?
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Very cool look. Like the mask they ripped off.
Oh, yeah. It had, he opened it up in the smile, revealing his new, I don't know. It's kind of a new look, some disturbing paint.
A new Steve. It's like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon, but a very creepy one.
All right. A new cocoon. Yeah, I love this. That mask was sick.
Looked like a Slipknot mask or something. Crash test dummy.
That's exactly what I said on the live reaction. It reminds me of something Slipknot would wear, you know. And then he's got the trench, and just the new music, just the whole new identity. Absolutely loved it. Sorry, Daniel Spencer. I know you're defending your buddy on this one, but I'm a Crazy Steve fan. I'm sorry. Just, I'm not for roughing up refs.
Popping huge for the heel turn.
Yeah, yeah. This is big, and I hope it's something that just absolutely escalates for him in a good way.
Yes.
So, crazy stuff. Okay, DQ takes out security. Oh yeah, he took out security and everything.
That's security.
Yeah, they didn't do security. Then we got Bully Ray.
I would have imagined Palmer was in there, but he wasn't.
Oh, it was like 100 Palmers.
But the Impact refs, Daniel Spencer does it too. They get in there. They try to save this. They are more security than the security usually.
Yeah. Bully backstage with Myers and Moose talking about we really have a PCO problem, and Myers and Moose are like, just
you have
a PCO
about
problem.
That. The thing is, what
like,
had happened was, that's a you thing.
Are they saying Bully Ray
is a scumbag?
What's this wee shit? Do you got a frog in your pocket?
And he's like, well, what about the scumbags? And I think Moose is just he's very picky on his whole what scumbags he's gonna hang out with and who he's gonna call his scumbags. He's got pretty close with Myers. Very interesting tag team. They got matching matching
matching gear and
now.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm
mean,
about to break out my black vest because with the kind of front embellishment, it's very similar to my black Moose vest. So I might have to bring that back heavy into the rotation while they're tagging.
Oh, there you go. There you go. But yeah, even Eddie was. I'm just kind of fast forwarding here for a second. Even Eddie was matching him in the main event color wise. That was wild.
Green and black attack.
Crazy, yeah.
Eat your heart out, Brett.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, here's Anna Reed. Good evening. Talking about the mask of Crazy Steve. Said it reminded her of Scarecrow. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So, just quick.
Good shit.
Chat here. But yeah, so he's. It looks like he's out of their group. They don't want to hang with Bully no more. Bully's on his own, and then all of a sudden in the background, Bully, he's screaming.
Bully.
Bully's running. We go to the commercial.
One of these
break.
times you should go, Bobby Ray.
Bob. Yeah. That really piss him off and stop him in his tracks, and be a way to catch him.
Although it's going to be interesting because we have Bully in this storyline right now, but they're going to have to really put Team 3D against the right team, or Team 3D is going to be the faces in that match.
Yeah. Well, because people are going to be so excited. Just number one, to see them back together. Number two, to see Devon, who hasn't really been seen in wrestling for years. I mean, behind the scenes in WWE, but in a ring is another thing, you know.
Been a while. It's been a hot minute.
It's been a while. Yeah. And I don't really know how involved he is in that wrestling school they have. I'm not sure what business they got going on there. So
Same.
But then okay, so we back from commercial break. PCO catches up with Bully. Bully finally settles him down. He's got him on the other side of the door because he's just screaming, frothing mad. And he did
it for him.
Yeah,
He cares about him. He did it for him. He had to try and kill him because he cares.
Yeah,
he kills because he cares.
He wants to rid the place.
That's some
of
gaslighting ass shit.
And he
Carl.
He wants Carl back. Carl? Who's Carl?
What is with all these personality changes? Jeepers. Crazy Steve, Rosemary and Jessica. Now PCO might be turning into who?
Carl. Ule?
Yeah, Pierre.
Ule.
Pierre.
Oh, so yeah, will he be Brother Ray? He won't even be Bully Ray for one night. Maybe he'll put on the old glasses, the horn rims with the tape in the middle.
Oh, gotta be. If we don't see that, that's, gotta go old school as you can. Yeah, so, I mean, this is quickly going to go into the 100th episode. So I don't know where this is going to... I mean, we've got the match for Victory Road. We do know that. And it's anything goes. So are they going to, bury that and then just transition into the 100th episode, real quick, I guess? Snap of a finger. Here's Devon. We got Team 3D.
Team 3D versus the Quebecers.
Possibly.
Yeah. Oh.
Bring Carl back.
Carl, but then, okay, so now who is the other half of the Quebecers, just for educational? Jacques? Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen Jacques. I'm not sure if he's wrestling. I think his son is, but 1,000 J-Ball, 1,000 episode. What did I say? 100th episode? 5,000.
You'd have to be some startup company on your 100th episode.
Yeah. It's a company that's never going to make it.
Sell your T-shirts.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this is going. I'd rather it be AMW, but who knows? We'll see. I just can't believe he got PCO settled down, though. That was weird. It's like, what'd you do? Spray him with lavender? My God. Then we got Khan versus Eric Young. This was a very interesting match. What did you guys think about this one?
Eric Young is a strong ass dude. And his gear looked great. I almost didn't recognize him. I wasn't wearing my glasses during this match, but I almost didn't recognize him. And then my husband pointed out to me that it was Eric Young. And I'm like, wow, his gear looks really cool.
Oh, yeah, the Maple Leaf gear. Yeah. The blue and white.
He had the cool goalie mask, and he had the little, like, because it was the same one he had at Emergence, obviously.
Right.
Paying respect to Terry Funk and
tribute sticker.
Tunda. Very cool. Just like he's doing right now, the eBay auction for the gear he wore at Slammiversary, the Team Canada gear, that is being auctioned off with proceeds going to Big Joe Doring.
Very cool.
So I think that goes off maybe tomorrow at some point.
Go get it. Goes to a great cause. We love Joe. Keep fighting, Joe. Keep fighting.
And here's Billy with the mask. It was a Bunny LaRock mask. He's a hockey historian, that Eric Young.
Oh, okay. So obviously someone from the Maple Leafs?
Yes.
Okay.
Old timer, I believe, from the Maple Leafs.
There you go. All right. Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah. Interesting how he was able to beat down Khan to the point that Khan was begging him to finish the match or finish him off.
That.
You don't see
treble shuffle.
The what?
Do the treble shuffle.
Do you not know that reference, J-Bone?
I've seen Goonies, but
oh god, I was just about to flip this fucking table.
Well, you're the ET guy. Never saw ET. So now you're telling me I saw Goonies, and I'm supposed to be like,
I've seen
of course
Goonies.
You did.
I know what the truffle shuffle is, but I don't know how that plays in with this.
Because he beat his ass. I just feel like the humiliation level, that's what you would say with someone. Now do the truffle shuffle.
Oh,
bitch.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm an old bone. Thank you. All right.
Anyway.
1,000 pardons. All right.
We were talking about masks earlier. It reminds me of the scene in The Watchmen when Dr. Manhattan explodes Rorschach. He's like, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he'll say the truth. Maybe are we going to see a turn from Khan after this?
I don't know.
As they were saying during the broadcast, first time he's been pinned in a long time. What will Diener do?
Diener is probably going to fire Khan.
It'll be a one-man design.
It's definitely, we're definitely seeing some changes in the stables / teams in Impact Wrestling across the board. Because, obviously, Decay, no more. Oh, one thing I totally forgot to bring up.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Taurus comes out at the end of that segment.
What's going on, little buddy?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's going on, little friend? Why are you so upset?
I just had flashbacks from Gilligan's Island when you said, "What's going on, little buddy?"
Wait, what?
If you'd have to have seen Gilligan's Island to get that.
He's doing his Skipper impression. Right
I just didn't hear what you said. That's all I was asking. Now I get the reference.
So what's going
but
on?
I just didn't hear it.
Yeah, like Gilligan's Island. Yeah. Anyways. And then, I made that joke too during the live reaction. Torus comes out.
Got the same results.
Which one's Jay?
Exactly. Got a lot of that going on tonight. So Torus is angry at Crazy Steve. And this is obviously, so the decay is over. We're probably going to be getting a Crazy Steve versus Torus match. Can't wait. Very excited for that. Torus is going to whoop his ass.
Allegedly.
But will he, or will he go to these underhanded tactics and try to rip his?
I think Steve's gonna whip his ass.
What?
Because he's evil, Steve.
He's bringing.
This sounded like Swinger's Dungeon for a second.
Crazy Steve is going to bring his plague. He's going to bring his plague to Impact Wrestling.
Oh.
That's going to be the new faction, is the plague.
And Tom Hannafin was he could have told everybody about it, but he won't.
No, I just got ugly. Tom Hannafin said, F this, I'm out of here. Look all my damn hand.
I've got to go.
You're hurting me. But yeah. Can't wait for that. Yeah, so Khan's probably going to be done with the design. We'll see what happens. This is going to be some kind of fallout from that happening next week. Or real soon. Lio Rush talking all this smack to Sabin in a promo. And then gets interrupted by Kushida. Kushida holds up his big freaking X that he won. And he says, Victory Road. So there you have it, folks. The match is set. Kushida is cashing in his big old X for Lio Rush's X Division title at Victory Road. They are going to tear the freaking house down.
I'll tell you, and I got to say right now, so far, you may not like his tactics, but pretty good run so far from Lio Rush and Impact.
Yeah, it's not, he got hurt, but the way they've been kind of I guess you could say covering it up, it's not horrible. But he was back at the event, right? For Emergence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he did the multiverse. He had that, but because I wasn't sure, just like before, was it going to be just a one-off? But it definitely seems like there's a commitment to Impact from Lio Rush, which we love to see.
Yeah,
that's what we're seeing a lot of right now.
Oh yeah. Next, we get a promo, very interesting promo for Jordynne Grace, returning to Impact Wrestling at Victory Road. We found out that she's going to be facing Deonna Purrazzo. So
Deonna issues that open challenge a little later, right. I think.
Yeah. Gia Miller backstage with Deonna Purrazzo, then talking about she challenges Grace, which then of course makes the match. Can't wait for that. But now, what is the deal that Jordynne Grace never beat Deonna Purrazzo?
0-4.
0-4.
This will be their fifth matchup.
I think it's time for Jordynne to get a win.
That's what it feels
It'll be nice to see Jordynne back.
Oh yeah. She is absolutely. I'm going to say she's a locker room leader for, or one of them for the knockouts. She's been around the company for a long time, and she's done nothing but grace the locker room and the company. So,
Yeah, she goes out there. She does a lot of the PR. She's all over.
Yeah.
You're a pun man.
Yes. Quite punny. Zachary Wentz versus Chris Sabin. Thoughts on this match, guys?
Can't go wrong with a Chris Sabin match. Zach was good, but he was a little too cocky in this match, and it cost him.
Yeah.
And then hail Sabin. It sets up this now tag title match at Victory Road. Who thought you were going to get the Rascalz versus the Guns for the tag straps this quick?
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a while for that one.
Well, I think you're going to see shenanigans. I think they get caught with they'll get caught with the pain in this match.
It's going to catch up to them. It always does.
Next,
you can't be crazy.
Yeah. Fun match, though. Great to see the singles match. Ace and Bay congratulating the Rascalz, and then they get interrupted by the Good Hands.
Thanks for keeping our belts warm.
Yeah. And looks like the Good Hands are coming after Ace and Bay.
Oh, they've been going after him, it seems.
They've cost them in a few angles. I tell you, it's fine. And I said this during the live reaction. It's finally starting to feel like the Good Hands, love them or hate them, are really part of the tag division.
They definitely are. I'd like to see Hotch get more of a chance maybe to talk, giving it all to Skyler so far, but
yeah.
And he runs down our buddy, our good friend David Penzer. So I can't stand for any Penzer.
No Penzer hate here.
No Penzer.
No. We won't allow it. Automatic bans.
Yeah.
How do the kids say that? We stand for Penzer.
We stand.
You're a stan. You're a stan over there.
The young bucks said all the young bucks say that, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Those young bucks.
Got to stay. J-Bone's got to stay 2% hip.
Never.
Never.
Now because of this, we're gonna talk for 3 more hours.
Yep.
About gibberish.
Yep.
About nothing.
So if you got something to do, go do it. You know, it's.
Bye.
J-Bone works on TNI time.
That's right. We're all on TNI time, and so should you. That's right. Yep.
This is actually pretty quick right now.
I try.
I'll agree.
I'll try. Minus all the, whatever. Let's see. Subculture backstage with Santino. And Santino, what the hell did he keep on calling him? He kept on calling him Sepultura or something like that. He wasn't calling him Subculture. It's like he was like, Sepultura.
Yeah, he does his Santino-isms, which we all love.
He's a peculiar fella.
But yeah, we can't understand what he says. That's beyond us. Right, J-Bone?
Great.
Yes. Had to take care of something.
He's multitasking.
Take care. Yeah. Always multitasking. Yeah. Doing the remove a chair. Oh yes, thank you, Justin. That's like the line
Something
of the
happened.
episode. It says, according to Santino, there's a lot of screwing going on. Yeah.
Screwing.
That was absolutely hilarious. And especially when you get and then they get interrupted by OVE. And Callahan says they want a shot at the tag titles. Everyone wants a shot at the tag titles. And Santino's just kind of like starting to lose it. And then last but certainly not least, he gets interrupted by a Joya. Am I pronouncing that right?
Joya.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a minute. That one doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but I saw you clapping along to it during Emergence. Are you a Joya fan?
Oh yeah, I said it. I think they're there. You go, Joya. You're gonna start doing that.
The choreography is just priceless. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, somebody watched some NSYNC videos over the weekend, right? It's like
brush it up.
You may hate me, but it ain't no bye. See, same thing.
See, some people they start every day with the Joya song. Joya.
Dr. Currency every day. Really?
Oh my God.
He's outdone himself. Joe Hendry, just when you thought you weren't sure where he was going to go next.
Is it your ringtone on your phone? Because then it's like it's just completely just there's no hope for you.
I'll say this, J-Bone. I've never had a song as my ringtone. It's always generic, whatever the phone has.
Oh, okay.
I've never done a fancy song that would go off and be like, "What do you got on your food?" So,
mine's been Demolition for years. It's just
I know. But here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good choice. We're going to go then.
Speaking of smashing, you guys should all smash that like button, smash that sub button.
Ring the bell. Don't forget to ring the bell so you can get notified when we do stuff and things.
Not even the EC3 thing? Trouble. That's a great
one. A little trouble could be decent right there. Depending on who it is. Like if certain people are calling, trouble.
Oh, yeah. You got to line that up. Yeah. like an axe or something like that, or
that's trouble. That's trouble.
Your boss,
scumbag,
right? Oh, scumbag.
Trouble.
Yeah, it's not the scumbag, but maybe some scumbag, right? Let's see here.
Scumbaggery is universal. Just saying.
This is true. This is true.
We love scumbags.
Kenny King is then cutting a promo in the ring. This is when things get a little emotional, a little serious here. And
when he first comes out and he's talking about all of like his wins and he's talking about different people that he beat, all of a sudden you hear like one voice say, "Johnny Swinger." That's me.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I said run it back. We wanted to rematch.
Someday.
In a cage.
In a cage?
Well, it came up while we were up there. Still, the last Impact cage match, the debut on Access TV in Windsor. Sammy versus Tessa. Tessa wins the belt.
Oh my God! Then you could say it's been a bit. Oh, it's time. That's it.
But
It's
it's a
time.
tough thing. They were going to do lockdown, but then there was lockdown.
Yeah. A lot
Because it's
of
very
for
tough.
everyone.
Yeah, it's very
We all got
tough
to play
set up.
lockdown.
Yeah. This is true. Universal lockdown. Tommy Dreamer comes out and starts talking about some.
You're right, T. Hughes. It was Sammy and Brian Cage in a cage.
That's right.
In a cage.
Yeah. In a cage. Oh, the rage. Tommy starts talking about Johnny Swinger's trip home and finding out that his father-in-law passed away and what kind of guy Johnny Swinger was, and congratulating the women that they were on top of the show.
They were drinking with ladies.
Oh, yeah. Kenny King, left the show early with Sheldon Jeans. And
well, they didn't leave because the bar's there.
Oh,
they were still there, but not there.
But they're off there. They're not watching the match. They're drinking. They're partying. They're surrounded by the ladies. And Tommy's like, that's a big no-no. You know, you shouldn't have done that. You should pay respect to the main event, no matter who it is, but especially the ladies. Yeah, I bet Billy in the chest is Court Chester.
That was a good line.
Yeah, that was good.
Sheldon Jeans.
Yeah, so Kenny starts, he's trying to defend himself. He's like, well, I'm just pulling at you, you know, because I've reached that point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommy's like, no, you haven't, you know. So they're going back and forth. Tommy's getting emotional, and he's like, because Kenny King, he's like, you got nothing. You got nothing to give up. You got nothing. And he's like, yeah, I do. He's like, because I'm gonna face you for that title, and if I lose, that's my career. And
it's on the line.
I was like, oh my God, they're actually doing this. So yeah, Tommy Dreamer putting his career on the line against Kenny King.
It's gonna be an emotional night for J-Bone.
It is. Look, I know we all joke about Tommy this and Tommy that, and so some people are like, oh, we don't want to see Tommy on TV no more. But you know what? He's something special to this company. Do I want to see him in matches all the time? No, but I still love him and I respect him. You know, as someone who has always stood by this company for a long time, like you said in the promo. You know, and
Tommy,
yeah. So we'll see what happens. We get some talk for the 1,000th episode. Awesome Kong and Gail Kim returning to the ring for this. We mentioned that in the news. Huge news. Yes. Oh my God, that's gonna be wild. You know.
So exciting. Now I'm going to be there, God damn it.
That's right.
You getting tickets?
We already got them.
Oh, you got them?
Mm-hmm.
TNI in the house.
Awesome to see.
We had to pick a couple of different selections because every time we were trying to cash out, they were selling out right from under us. So it was moving. The seats moved really quick. I don't know if it's sold out. Probably not quite yet. Which normally means general admission might still be open, but seats were going fast.
Okay. Now, where is that again?
White Plains.
Okay. Is that a place they've been
in the shadows of New York City, as Tom Hannafin said?
Oh, shadows.
I don't recall if they've been there.
It's out there.
Eddie says he's going to see you guys there. Tremendous. Make sure you get a pic with Bill and Alicia. Absolutely. Promo from Steve Macklin. And he's going to be running it back against Josh Alexander again. No complaints there. It's great rivalry.
Mhm.
Can't wait. So happy to see Steve Macklin back healthy. So these two, it was obviously supposed to be different several months ago, but it is what it is. That's the wrestling business.
That's
But,
okay.
That's
Yeah,
okay. We're
here's a
getting it
little
now.
behind the curtain. Gary says, I hear they changed Tommy versus Kenny King for Victory Road instead of Impact 1000. That is true.
Oh,
When this was when they filmed this, it was for Impact 1000 and they changed it to Victory Road. Because I know a lot of people were starting to say, like, there's so much already on Impact 1000. So, and I think we're even, because it's going to be 2 shows that get taped the night of Impact 1000. So what all makes it onto the show? Who knows? 'Cause I know a lot of people are saying, well, it's got to be a long show. Well, technically that night of taping is going to be 3.5 to 4 hours. So it's going to be,
wow.
but what they pick out of it for the 2-hour TV show will still be a 2-hour TV show, I'm sure.
And how they're going to put it together and edit it and whatever. And I'm sure there's going to be some behind the scenes stuff too. It's not all matches and whatnot. Okay. And main event time.
Woo!
Main event time. Oh my God. We got Moose, Myers, and Edwards all looking like they just all came out of the same place, just looking like they matched. Just a beautiful thing.
The green and black pleather store.
Yes. Loving it. Moose with a big old green moose on his butt. I love it. Sonata with Kaz and Jake something.
Why are you looking at his butt, Jay? No, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. I don't care.
In my ass.
Damn.
You don't have to explain why you like looking at butts. It's okay.
I like moose butts and I cannot lie. All right.
You.
my wife just fell off her bed.
my sentiments exactly.
No, I'm admiring that they're all matching. That's what it is. I was like, wow, these guys are like real tag team. It's the scumbags, you know?
The scumbags.
They even got their own t-shirt now on shopimpact.com. Uh-oh, does Bill have it?
I do not have it yet.
Oh, Bill.
The most professional wrestling gods shirt?
Oh, is that what they're called? The most
Or you want the scumbag shirt?
Whatever the new one is, it's got both of them on it. Moose and Myers. Bill, I'm a little shocked. Thought you were a fan.
Maybe in the near future. A new shirt.
There you go. So just the fact that they came out looking like $1 million, and then you got Sonata, Kaz, and Jake something. I'm like, okay, that's kind of a hodgepodge of the good guys. Obviously, cool to have Sonata on, post
IWGP champion, J-Bo.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So,
but always be a member of the Revolution to me.
Of course. But yeah, fun match. A little surprised the good guys won this one. But Jake something actually ends up getting the pin here.
Yeah. He lost
Big
against
win
Sonata at Emergence, but gets the big win in this tag match.
Yeah. So, yeah, not bad at all.
Good for Jake.
Yes.
Yeah, things
He's on the rise. We're seeing good things for him, for sure.
Now, I noticed Dirty Dango was watching this match.
Oh.
He's obviously keeping an eye on Jake. And I
How about
think
Alpha
that's
Bravo?
What
What do you think he was doing?
Alpha Bravo showing how not to watch a television. How are you going to watch a television with your back to the television? Just
Well, he's there to make sure Dango's secure.
Mm-hmm.
is he really?
You know, he wears a hat that says security 3 different ways on it.
I didn't notice this.
Really?
Yeah, security on the front, the side, and the back.
Oh,
In case you didn't know, in case you missed it.
If you're wondering. Watching it, yeah. Billy says he's watching it from the side. Oh God, that's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, fun match. Any thoughts on this?
I thought it was a good match. You're right. It was kind of like you have Moose and Myers who have now been tagging for a while now, but there's the Eddie connection with Moose. We just saw them win, and they shocked me when they won at the Multiverse show, CNA. But they have a long history together, but they went over Zack Saber's team. So now seeing the more random Kaz, and I don't think Kaz and Jake have tagged before, let alone with Sonata. But Sonata, I had a feeling Sonata's team was probably going to win, but it was good to see Jake get the win.
Yeah. Yeah, a little shocked.
Because remember, Sonata's just 5 guys.
Yeah. Now, is that his faction or what's?
Yeah, that's his faction.
Okay.
Because there's just 5 guys.
Are they sponsored?
No.
By the burger company? No. 5 guys.
But we will welcome a burger sponsorship from Checkers, Rallies.
What? Maybe maybe Wendy's? I hear Wendy's loves wrestling.
They love certain kind of wrestling.
Or maybe Culver's. Culver's.
Oh, I like Culver's. Did we talk about our Culver's trip, J-Bone?
Not on here. That was a lot of fun, though.
That was a lot of fun. Because it was, we got a lot of free stuff at Culver's when we went there during the last Chicago tapings.
Yeah.
Like, when we're just sitting there with Justin, getting a bite, getting some burgers, and then all of a sudden it's like, here's ice cream. Here's more ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Here's dessert. Here's more dessert.
We just have extra ice cream.
Yeah.
Please eat it.
The kitchen's screwed up. You win. Oh.
It was good fun. Good fun.
Of course, we could pull the TNI card and be like,
I
who's
do like
in the
Hardee's.
house.
But Hardee's has not been around in, sadly, a long time in my area. I like Hardee's
barely
growing
around
up,
here. Yeah. But we love the freebies. Yes, absolutely. Justin says. So, but yeah, so that's it for this loaded episode of Impact Wrestling, setting up Victory Road for next week. Of course, we got one more show, and I'm sure that'll add even more chaos. And of course,
a lot got added tonight. They weren't, because a lot of times what they do is they'll add a few matches over the course of the night, and then like on their digital platforms, they'll announce another match or two during the week. This time they just gave you them all up by the end of the night. They're like, here's pretty much the majority of the card.
Yeah, it totally was. Yeah. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And of course, they're loading up the other shows.
There's a tease
coming up as well.
From Billy. I take a bump next week on TV. Billy's taking a bump.
Billy's taking a bump. What happened? Oh, you know what?
You got to watch
No spoilers.
No,
we spoiled nothing here.
Sorry.
Just keep a lookout for Billy next week.
What? Oh, jeez. Goofy Mrs. Bone. All right. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. On your way out, Oh, Paul Nelson asking how Papa's doing. Papa's doing great. He's doing great. Taking lots of walks. He's doing fine. Thank you for asking, Paul. We love you. Hope you're doing well in your neck of the woods as well. So yeah, on your way out, folks, you know what to do. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Because I like scumbags.